Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, celebrating our 50th anniversary. And you want to wear that, don't you? Oh, we got some great anniversary gear in the Rock Shop.
Danny's wearing one right now.
Yeah, it looks good.
Boom. Be like Danny. Be like me.
It's an awesome looking black t-shirt, man. Got the big 5-0 on there, and then the gold rock emblazoned on it because gold is the 50th anniversary color. We got the knit hats. We got the trucker caps. We got the short sleeve tees, the light zip hoodies. So, I mean, there is something for you. Check out the 50th anniversary merch for a limited time, available at KISW.com.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to B-Mix, but it's Wednesday, so maybe someone could whack Migs instead.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Whack it.
And yesterday was an interesting day. We had a perfect 10 from Steve.
Yep,
but also
a tie.
But a perfect 10 from our contestants. So everyone whacked each other on that day. Well, they would have if yesterday was
Whack
Wednesday.
it.
But today's Wednesday. So you can't whack only on Wednesday.
Whack it.
All right, let's get to our contestant today.
That is the expert analysis that you expect from BJ Miggs.
Oh, yeah. We got Jackie in Kirkland. Jackie, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Get back. For those playing at home, Jackie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jackie, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Which all-girl group won the MTV Best Dance Video Award in 1997 for Wannabe?
Spice Girls.
Yes. Stephen Curry currently plays for which basketball team?
Golden State Warriors.
Yes. What is the second planet closest to the sun?
Mars.
No.
Pass.
Who plays Marty Bird in the television show Ozark?
Pass.
On which continent would you find the Rhine River?
Europe.
Yes. What is a hairstyle with 2 ponytails, one on each side of the head called?
Pigtails.
Yes. What animal is on the cover of the Beach Boys album Pet Sounds?
Seal.
No.
Pass.
In 1830, Joseph Smith first organized which religion?
Morning.
Yes. What city's opera house does Phantom of the Opera prowl?
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Pass.
Daryl Lance Abbott was better known as what late musician?
Oh, I'm very hard. I don't. Pass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. Ah, dang it.
Halfway.
Yeah, it's average. I mean,
an
average. Yeah.
Yeah, she's living on a prayer there because.
Yeah, there you go. She's Bon Jovi, still talking about it.
Yeah, nice. She's halfway there. See, she got what I was going there with that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Aren't you special?
Oh, thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment, not the sarcasm that I totally heard in your voice.
You should take it all right.
Well, walking in on BJ saying you should take it all right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He should.
Flashbacks to college.
Whoa.
Hey, sometimes you got to get an A. You do what you got to do.
You're calling not so easy.
Trying to pass classes.
Wow, well, are you ready?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Which all-girl group won the MTV Best Dance Video Award in 1997 for Wannabe?
Oh, Spice Girls.
Yes, Stephen Curry currently plays for what basketball team?
The Golden State Warriors.
Yes. What is the second planet closest to the sun?
Earth.
No.
Damn it. Saturn.
No.
Jupiter.
No. Who plays Marty Bird on the television show Ozark?
Oh, I've watched the first episode a couple times. Jason Bateman?
Yes.
Yes. We keep trying and we keep giving up.
Oh, I believe in you. On which continent would you find the Rhine River?
Africa.
No.
Asia.
No.
Europe.
Yes.
Yes.
What is a hairstyle with two ponytails, one on each side of the head called?
Pigtails.
Yes. What animal is on the cover of the Beach Boys album Pet Sounds?
The sheep?
No.
Goat.
Yes. In 1830, Joseph Smith first organized which religion?
Mormon.
Yes. What city's opera house does the Phantom of the Opera prowl?
Nashville.
No.
Paris.
Yes.
Wow.
Daryl Lance Abbott was better known as what late musician?
Dimebag Darrell.
Yes. And Steve, you win. Dolly Parton style 9 to 5.
Sorry, Jackie.
Right.
Take it easy, Jackie.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the only one you missed was the second planet closest to the sun.
Uranus?
No.
Damn it.
That's still way
first of
out
all,
there.
Earth is, remember that TV show,
Third.
Steve?
I know. I just was hoping maybe like something got dropped and it moved up to number 2.
Oh, that would be cataclysmic if all of a sudden the second planet was no longer there. He's like, I just dropped it.
It's less worrisome.
Pluto.
But it's
I
less
see what you
worrisome
mean.
when it's the furthest one out there and it's a teeny tiny not planet.
What do you want?
This one is the lover of planets, Steve.
Venus.
There you
we
go.
That's it.
So
Nice work.
yeah,
Good clue.
Yeah, we figured it all out. And yeah, BJ, good clue there. And
Thanks, buddy.
congrats on your win, Steve.
Should have had a perfect 10.
Sorry, pal. As you know, but nobody knows astronomy anymore, and it's really basic astronomy because she didn't know the answer either. And every time he asks these questions, people don't care about the planets no more.
Well, as long as we care about Earth, that's all that matters. I mean, let's just worry about our planet first.
Well, I'm not too sure if we care about our planet either, but that's a whole other story. This Friday, Dave Grohl's new documentary is going to be out. I know you're excited, Steve.
I am. I'm just confused.
Oh, well, help me out with this. What's confusing?
Well, it's on some kind of like a streaming service that I think is associated with Amazon Prime. So I don't know if I get it or not, or I have to like subscribe for it or something. It's called like the Coda Collection.
Oh, you're right. That is, you know what? That confuses me too because the documentary is called What Drives Us.
I saw the trailer and it looks amazing.
And I want to watch it. And you're right. I don't know what the Coda Collection is. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I go to Amazon Prime and then it just says you can have a 7-day free trial of the Coda Collection. After that, it's $5 a month. So
I have no idea. What is the Coda Collection?
Is it a streaming service inside of a streaming service?
You know, Amazon Prime also offers up things like Stars. I've seen them go, hey, would you like to watch this show on Stars? And I'm like, oh, okay, but I just why wouldn't I go to the Stars app? But I don't know, Steve, if Coda, if there's an app, by itself for Coda Collection or if it's exclusively in Amazon Prime. But you're right. As we have this conversation, this is confusing, which really sucks if all I want to do is watch this new documentary.
Yeah, it says it's an exclusive, rarely seen music films is a part of the Coda Collection and like just a bunch of like music-based stuff.
And of course, I'm going to have to pay, right? That's the idea.
Well, 7 days free, and then after that, it's like $5 a month.
Yeah, so I have to subscribe, then unsubscribe, I guess? Is that what I'm going to have to do?
Well, that's what Steve-O is going to be doing in order to see this movie.
Okay.
I mean, unless I get sucked into it, because I'm looking at some of the stuff they have, and it has like a lot of cool stuff. If you're a fan of music, it seems like it would be a pretty cool streaming service to have. Now, if that's Kiss Meets the Phantom of a Park, forget about it. I'm keeping it.
Yeah. Well, listen, we'll try to entice you to get the Coda Collection because it's going to feature appearances from his bandmates in the Foo Fighters. Also, Ringo Starr, Slash, Duff, Lars Ulrich, Steven Tyler, and of course, many more.
Oh, it's got Flea, I think, from the Chili Peppers, Anthony Kiedis, I think I saw in the trailer. It looks really cool. If you've ever been in a band and maybe even done even a small tour, I think you're going to relate with this because it's just all about jumping in a van and hitting the road and hoping and creating great memories with your bandmates.
Dave was on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and he talked about how when he started the Foo Fighters, he had plenty of money from his Nirvana days, but he still wanted to tour in a beat-up van to remind themselves of what was important.
When the Foo Fighters started as a band, it was important to us that it felt real. Knowing that we could have just kind of jump on a private plane and fly around the world and play, we felt more comfortable doing it this way because that's the way we had always done it. When you begin with something like an old van and your friends, it lays this foundation for everything that comes next. And it makes you appreciate all of the rewards that come after that.
Well, that's actually, that's quite aware of him to do that because there's no way I'd do that. I mean, if I had that Nirvana money, I'm not doing the van tripping anymore because you hear everybody say how much they hate doing that.
The van, we did a small tour, my old band when I first moved out here, and we did a tour down to San Francisco and some other places in California and back. And it was only a week and a half, and by the end of it, I was done. I had such a newfound respect for it because it's just everything is having to be it's everything you do is an argument. And by the time you're 3 days into it, where are you going to eat to where are you going to go? The downtime is really the hard part. When you're on stage and playing, that's the best time ever. That makes it worth it. But the other 23 hours is miserable. Sleeping on couches and floors or in the van, the van not working. All of it was just such a mess.
Yeah, dude, I have a lot of respect for anybody that can do it. And like you said, Steve, you did it just that trip and you didn't do it that much. But the people that do it and that's their life. And sometimes they don't get rewarded.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, sometimes you're playing in front of nobody, too. We did a show, we played a show in Portland, and it went so bad that the entire crowd turned their back on us.
Ooh. Whoa!
They just turned around, and a few people sat down on the floor. They were just we do not like you, and we're making this very known. And I remember just being oh, this is off to a great start.
I played a show like that before.
Yeah.
Where we were a pop punk band, and we got put on the wrong bill. It was a metal show.
We were on a punk show, and we were not a punk band.
And it's just one of those, why do we book this show?
But when we did it, you didn't really have it. I mean, you had minimal internet. You know what I mean? It wasn't a ton of websites. Networking was impossible. You didn't have social media. So it was just you just kind of took what they gave you and you just hoped, hopefully people will like us. And more often than not, they didn't. Yeah. Which was kind of fun, though. It's very humbling, BJ. I would do it again. Honestly, though, I would do it again. If I could, obviously, I can't, a job and family and stuff. But if I was able to go on a 2-week tour with a band, I would do that, man. The memories were worth it. It's I'm talking about some of the crappier parts. Also, I'd want to do it with people that I genuinely want to hang out with.
I think I would be done though if I was performing in front of people that didn't want to see me because that ended my comedy career because I did a little traveling myself. I think of guys like Andrew Rivers who, has been banging it out for years, living out of his car at times. He went and did the whole comic thing. Right. And I tried that once, and I went down to Binghamton, New York, and there were 3 people there. It was a cowboy bar. I did not have what you would call cowboy humor in my act.
You didn't have a cowboy set?
I didn't have a cowboy set. It was bad. And just like you described, Steve, they did not want me there. Mm-hmm. They were not paying attention. They went to other parts of the bar. And I thought I just, drove X amount of hours to get to this stupid little place in a town that seemed like it didn't even like humans. And I was just I'm never, this ain't for me. This comedy business is not for me because I don't mind going on stage. Like you said, it was the other 23 hours. Who wants this?
On stage, it's that's the greatest feeling, especially if you are connecting with someone. Like the last time we did a little short little weekend getaway with the Bruiser Brody guys, I would go on a tour in a heartbeat with those guys. That was so much fun. We didn't, we were just laughing and we also, I think maybe being older, we appreciated this little, moment of getting to feel like a touring band for a couple of days. But man, that was so much fun.
And I would also argue at this point, there's less at stake. You're not expecting it to be your career anymore.
That's true.
Whereas when I was 16, it was I'm going to be the next Blink 182. It's going to be awesome. And it's nowadays, I just want to go have fun. I want to go have some drinks, play a couple of songs, and then go back to my apartment and fall asleep.
Yeah.
So
And were you guys the same thing, Steve? I think it was Peter Parker you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you were doing the radio show and you were doing Peter Parker. Were you at the time, you all thinking maybe you guys could be, like, this would be your job?
Oh, there was the hope of it because we had a couple moments where, like, our friends were being signed and then all of a sudden some labels were showing some interest in us as well. And it started and stopped right there. Like, there was a couple of major labels that were like, hey, let's talk. And then it went nowhere after that, which is just kind of like, I think, for a lot of bands. But, we went to, like, New York and did the CMJ Festival, which is a college music journal. And everyone always says if you go there unsigned, you're leaving signed. So we went there unsigned, and we came back home unsigned.
You know what? You beat the odds. You beat the odds. They told you had a chance. You said, we'll show you.
They said it couldn't be done.
We proved them wrong, Rab.
Yeah.
We showed them. You can leave CMJ unsigned.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Don't give me that kind of challenge.
That was a rough one because we went down there and we're feeling the energy. Everybody's pumping our tires up and we're like, this is going to be great. And we show up to play this show in New York City and it was not a terrible show. Like the place was pretty well attended. It was feeling good. But then we looked at when we were going on, and we were going on at 2 a.m.
Oh wow!
Damn. Yeah. By the time we went on, it was not packed. I think my parents were there. God bless them. I remember looking out there, and a couple of my college buddies, and maybe a couple of drunk stragglers that didn't know how to get home. But other than that, the place was not packed anymore.
Oh, dude, I know that. That's open mic hell because That's what, you sit there and you're on the open mic. They go, yeah, you're number 35 as a comic. And then they'll let some regular comic come in and do like a 20-minute set. And you're looking at the time, I'm going to go on at 3 a.m. No one's going to like this. This is horrible, you jerks.
Well, we did one in California. We played with a AC/DC, all-girls AC/DC cover band. It wasn't the one in town, the Hell's Bells. It was a Whole Lot of Rosies. Awesome band. Super sweet. They were the ones who set up the show. So we went down there and the place was packed. And they were like, okay, we're going to go on, and then you guys are going to go on. Well, then they changed it. They still went on, but then they put a band in between us, the club did. And this band they were very artistic. I don't know how else to describe it. It was almost like System of a Down's, like, less talented little brothers.
Avant-garde.
They were playing noise, basically. Mm-hmm. I remember I legit had tears coming out of my eyes. I just saw like a moment of like, oh, this is going to be rock stardom. Like, we're going to play in front of a packed room. It's going to be a lot of fun, to watching everybody leave. And it's just like, don't go. Please, we promise we won't be as noisy. please stay. And I remember the Whole Lot of Rosie's ladies, they came up to us afterwards. They're just like, we're sorry, we didn't have any say over that. That was the club. They put that band in the middle of us. And I was like, son of a bitch.
We got a woman that confronted a couple on video after she busted them having sex in public. Yeah, we got the audio. You're going to hear it at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a mother who's going viral for a video that she posted of a couple having sex in a park outside London as children are playing nearby. And the woman confronted the couple on video.
Excuse me, there's kids over there.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And you're having sex?
No, that's fine.
Well, you think that's all right?
No, we don't.
So why are you doing it?
We have done wrong.
My child is 7 years old. My child is in the park and my nieces are. Like, have some respect.
I mean, I get the whole, like, it's hot to do things in public, but at least making an effort to, like, not be obvious about it. And they're, like, right in the middle of the park, just right on doing what they do.
Well, I mean, at least she left her top on, Steve. I mean,
True.
you know, she did do that. I mean, that was...
Oh, that was the girl. Oh, man, I was confused. I thought that was the dude. My bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They weren't even being subtle at all.
Not even in the least bit.
No.
I cannot unsee that.
No.
That's awkward.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very awkward. I mean, you know, for the most part, you got your clothes on, but still there's parts that weren't covered, and then you know what's going on, and that's not cool.
And they sound so sad. Like, it's not like, I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know if I'm expecting, like, the Andy Samberg song, like, I just had sex, like some, but they're just like, yeah, we probably shouldn't be doing this in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, on every level, everybody feels really bad about that situation, it seems.
How about she just walks up filming them, though? Yeah. Zero F's given. She's like, screw this couple. I mean, not literally.
As it were, yeah.
Right, that's already been done.
Well, yeah, she has the 0 F's given because they already gave a couple.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, you're right, Steve. I don't know if I would approach them. I think these people are crazy. I mean, because they are out, like, it's one thing if they are trying to be hidden and, but that's, but they were right out in the middle of everything, and I would think they were high or something. I would not want to mess with somebody who's, like, whacked out on drugs.
But if it's just you, BJ, going on a walk, I can understand. But, like, if you're there with, like, your 7-year-old, which I think is what she said, I can understand where it's just like, I don't care. I don't care what you're on. What you're doing is just really messed up.
Yeah, you get a little courage, when you're protecting your kids.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, that was delightful to have to.
That was delightful.
That was delightful as a parent to have to be dealing with that.
Now it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Started as a picnic and then became something else.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. This woman confronted a couple on video after she busted them having sex in public, to which they said, quote, "Yeah, we know we've done wrong. Based on this, finish this sentence. I know it was wrong, but I still did blank." 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Finish this sentence. Yeah, I know it was wrong, but I still did blank. Your calls, your texts after STP on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A woman confronted a couple on video after she busted them having sex in public, to which they said, quote, "Yeah, we know we've done wrong. Based on this, we wanted to finish this sentence. I know it was wrong, but I still did blank." 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, man, this one's great because it's like petty level 100. So it says, I gave an upper decker to my now ex-in-laws. The divorce was pretty much final. I had to be at their house for some stuff, and I left them with a thank you gift for making my life miserable for 5 years. No regret, LOL.
That is super petty, but I love it.
It's extremely petty.
They kind of but he kind of proved their point.
Well, how so?
Well, that he was a bad son-in-law.
Oh,
they were giving him grief, and then there's a divorce. I mean, you kind of did pretty much what they said you'd do, which was be a douche.
So you find out that he gave you the upper decker. Like, let's just say Sarah and J-Rebs get married, but then they get divorced, and then J-Rebs decides to leave an upper decker. Are you reaching out to him, or are you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna like just call it a day and not deal with the guy?
That would be the smart thing to do, Steve.
Right.
I probably would reach out and give him grief, which would be dumber because you just want to wash your hands of this idiot literally and wash your toilet too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
or do something back to his home.
See, that's what I'd want to do. I would like to find a way to get back at him, but you're right. It's better just to say, okay, idiot, and move on. You had the last laugh. Oh, the upper decker, though, dude. That's horrible.
It's so gross.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Oh, man. Do you have if you have housekeepers, do you have them come by and clean it up?
Oh, man. Why do you hate your housekeepers?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
think I could.
I should ask them, sometimes the housekeeper, they charge you more for cleaning your oven, cleaning the refrigerator. I should ask if they have an upper decker price.
All right, next time you have your...
Yeah, you ask them that. And record it, please.
Hypothetically speaking, what would you do if I asked you to come over and clean an upper decker?
Yeah, I know Vicky knows some house cleaners. Vicky, do you know if they have an upper decker price?
No, but I feel like I should warn them and tell them that they should.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, you could make, look, if I have to clean it up, Steve, if somebody offered to pay me a couple $100 and I had to clean it up, at least I'm getting paid.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how I look at it. So, I'll tell you what, next time somebody gives me an upper decker, which one do you want to pay me? I'll clean it up.
They do have those services now where you can get somebody to come and clean up the poo from your yard for your dogs. Like, I think it's like $12 a week or something ridiculous.
So that's probably the person you should reach out to.
Right. I mean, you might throw them a bigger tip, but I feel like that might, just one time, you're good.
I didn't need those services, Vicky. I had you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Jeez. That was part of Vicky's internship. If she had that's a story for a lovely time.
And that's why we don't have interns anymore at our radio station.
That could be a thing. Yeah. You did a great job, though, Vicky. That got you where you are today.
Okay, how about this one? Not necessarily. This is just funny. And I don't know if we're all guilty of this. I'm kind of curious now. But it says, I used to get a refill anytime I saw a sign that said no refills. Back when you could use soda fountains, that is. Keep it behind the counter if you don't want me to help myself.
Ooh, living on the edge there.
Living on the edge.
All the time.
Yeah. What about if you ask for a cup of water and they give you a cup? Have you ever done the fill it up with something that's not water?
All the time.
All the time?
Oh, yeah. I still do that.
Oh, come on, man. You're better than that.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want a little bit of tea when I go to Chipotle. I don't want all of it. Their tea's really good. And at that point, I'm just like, I'll have a drink.
I've been guilty when times were tough. And it's like, okay, I just get a cup for water. And then I would fill it with Sprite because I'm like, they probably can't tell that it's clear. And I didn't even like Sprite, but it was better than water.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I don't think we have these restaurants up here, but down in Southern California, they have a restaurant called Lemonade. And basically, they have it's a great buffet of a joint. They got a lot of good food, but they also are known for their lemonades. That's their big drink.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, we're known for our teas. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know, lemonade? No. Why would you ask?
California with their fancy names and has nothing to do with the... And so I used to get the water and then flavor it with the lemonade because I didn't want a full lemonade. And then eventually I realized, I probably could just ask for a lemonade and put water in there rather than ask for a water and put lemonade in there, at least because I am cheating the system. So I did that for the longest time, and eventually I felt badly because it's like, dude, come on, you could just buy the lemonade and just not put as much in it as as a full glass. But for the longest time I was doing it the other way around, like Danny, and I felt bad, but
especially because the lemonade is kind of like the crumble cookies of lemonade. Like they have really good lemonade. And,
yeah, they do.
So it's like $5 lemonade.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I was like, am I going to pay $5 for lemonade? This is ridiculous.
They do look like they're worth $5. Yeah. I'm looking at these lemonades. I kind of want to go there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It does seem like it's a drink you will get in warm weather mostly, but I wish they would have them come up here because the food they have there is really good for a buffet joint.
Some of this text says I took candy from a donation bin. It was $1 for $5. I took an extra one. We'll see you in hell.
That doesn't seem so bad. But you know what? You're right, Steve. How about that guy goes to hell and we don't?
This person said, I slept with my boss's wife. I knew it was wrong, but he sucked as a boss. And she sucked too. Waka waka.
Oh. Hey-yo. And there you go. I don't feel so bad about my lemonade now.
Yeah, right? Yeah, don't feel bad about your lemonade at all.
All right, Vicky, how about you? Have you done stuff you shouldn't have done?
Okay, so it took me a while to think of
this
something.
This week?
Because I'm like, is the statute of limitations run out? No, yes. But I think it was my 24th birthday. 24th birthday. I decided after we went out, did karaoke at the rickshaw, had our Dick's Burgers, because that's what you do after drinking. We decided to break into my apartment complex's pool because they close it at night, and we went skinny dipping. And it was always on my bucket list. I'd never done it before. Sarah was with me that night. It was great.
Oh, of course.
It was so much fun. And it was raining, it was cold, didn't care. But, I mean, like, I feel like it's so bad, it's so naughty, but I feel like everyone's done it. Have you guys gone skinny dipping?
Oh, it's the skinny dipping part. I thought you thought about breaking into your apartment pool. I don't know if skinny dipping is... look, for dudes doing it, it was just a way to see girls naked. That's how I looked at it.
I don't think I've ever skinny dipped.
No, I don't think I either.
No.
I did when I was like little, like 7, like 7 or 8 or something like that. I went fishing with my stepdad, and it's like, well, let's go swimming, and it's like, well, I don't want to get my clothes wet, so it was just going out there swimming for a little while, and then coming back and putting on my clothes.
Yeah, I mean,
Which would be a very weird visual if someone walked by. There's just this naked 8-year-old in the water.
Yeah. I mean, it probably was, but we were in the woods. So.
Yeah. And was it just you?
Yeah.
Oh, for him.
Oh,
yes.
that's, I mean, that is, technically it's skinny dipping, but I feel like it's not the kind of skinny dipping that Vicky's talking about.
Oh, no, not at all.
There was like 10 of us for us.
Yeah.
It was
All
a lot
right.
of fun.
Next time we go to one of our radio conventions and out of town, that should be our goal.
Breaking into the pool and going skin dipping?
Yes.
Yes.
You want to
in.
see me naked?
What do you mean?
Yes.
Yes,
We
Danny.
need a
What
lot
is
of
wrong with you?
alcohol.
What do you mean, what's wrong with me?
Like 3 a.m.
Look,
skinny dipping.
as I said, it was like, the only reason I went skinny dipping is because a lot of the people that I wanted to see naked were around. I really don't want to see any of you naked.
Well, then put a blindfold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Sure. Go swim with a
Play Marco
blindfold.
Polo.
Yeah,
This will be
that's,
great.
Oh, yeah. But wait, you don't want to, like...
I'm going to let you know what. This is another thing that I will let you guys do yourselves. You know what I mean? You guys have a good time. I will be somewhere else, I'm sure.
I told you we did want to play naked Marco Polo with us.
Yeah. Nice
Just
try.
No, I'm sure we can convince him. Just
But
a
it would
couple
be-
of rum and diets.
Yep.
It's my
He'll be good.
birthday, right? We'll do it for
No,
my
there's
birthday.
not enough birthdays, rum and diets to
Yeah,
convince me to go.
birthday's in the birthday suit. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, again, have a great time. I'm the kind of person that I embrace other people's cultures, and you go ahead and do it.
You party.
And then we'll play naked pin the tail on the donkey after that.
Yes, that's what you need. Just sharp objects and a blindfold and no clothes. Yeah, you guys, and water. Go right ahead.
And that's the year we're banned from our convention.
Yeah, pretty much for life.
Yeah.
That's the year you're banned from a lot of things.
Is that all it takes?
Banned from Chicago.
Why are police in New Orleans on the hunt for Chewbacca? I'll tell you why. Well, not Chewbacca. Yeah, I can see why. The farting Chewbacca. I'll tell you why they're looking for Chewbacca at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes, those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.